Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
And Marianne behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And you know what, Toots? Today we are going to do another side dish. I am just loving my sides here as we approach our holiday season. And we are going to make pineapple. Yeah, that's right. Pineapple sweet potatoes. What do you think of that?
Sounds good.
So, full disclosure, I love pineapple anything, don't I, Mare?
Yes.
That's like, pineapple's my jam, as the kids say. What we're going to do is, this is a dish that where we're going to cook our sweet potatoes first, and then make a pineapple glaze that goes with them. You can follow along. Now, we're using sweet potatoes. You could also use yams. They are not the same. Did you know that, Mare?
No.
So the difference is yams are generally a little larger, and they have a thicker, more coarse skin than a sweet potato. The skin on the sweet potato is fairly thin, but on a yam it's thicker and it has a coarser texture. Yams are also drier and starchier than sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have a lot of moisture in them, but you could interchange this with yams. If you like yams, use yams. We're going to use sweet potatoes because that's what we have and that's kind of what we like, okay? So the first thing we do is you need 2 pounds of sweet potatoes. So, sweet potatoes come in all shapes and sizes, so I've got 4 good-sized sweet potatoes here, and that yields 2 pounds. I'm going to cover, I got them in a saucepan, I'm going to cover them with water here, and then we're going to bring this up to a boil. Once the pot's boiling, I'm going to bring it down to a simmer, put the lid on it, and we're going to cook these sweet potatoes. They're probably going to take about 25 minutes, okay, until they're tender. So that's the next step. We're going to cook these sweet potatoes first. Okay, well, Mare, these have been simmering, the sweet potatoes, for 25 minutes. And I've got a paring knife here. Goes in nice and easy. Okay? They're not mushy, but they're soft. So I'm going to turn off the heat, and I'm going to drain these. I've got a colander here. We'll drain them into the sink. Now, we will take the the skin off.
Yeah.
But not until they cool down a little bit. They are mighty hot. So just let those cool down, and then we'll come back and we're going to slice up those sweet potatoes, and we will make the delicious sweet pineapple glaze that'll go with them. So, Mare, we've got our sweet potatoes here, which have cooled down enough for me to handle them. Now look at this. See how that peel comes off so nice?
Yeah.
That skin. So you got to let them cool, folks. And as they cool, the skin is just going to separate. Then, I'm going to cut the ends off. Okay? And then I'm going to slice it. Oh, I don't know, a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch slice like this. Okay? Look at that, Mare. Isn't that beautiful? Love the color. Anyways, and I'm going to put them in a bowl. So I'm just going to go ahead and again finish just sliding this skin off here and slicing these up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a wonderful pineapple glaze that will go with our sweet potatoes. All right, honey, so now what we're going to do is, check this out. Here's our beautiful sliced sweet potatoes. You can cut them smaller if you wanted. You could probably even cut them into cubes. But anyways, now we're going to make the pineapple glaze. So I'm going to take 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm eyeballing here. You know what 4 tablespoons is?
A 1/2 stick.
That's right. So I'm going to have 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm using a non-stick pan here to make this, Mare, because in addition to the butter, we are going to add 1/3 cup of brown sugar and cook that in the butter. So, you know, when you're cooking with sugar, sometimes it can really stick. So that's why I'm using this ceramic lined pan. We also want to put just a smidge of salt, about maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in there. Always when you've got something really sweet. And it's so funny because sweet potatoes really should have a sweetness all to their own, right? That's what we like about them. Anyways, I'm going to, and I know that some people really go crazy with their sweet potatoes in terms of sweetening them up with the marshmallows and maple syrup and all that stuff, plus the brown sugar. This is going to be plenty sweet. So we're going to kind of cook this. This is almost, you know, brown sugar and buttermilk kind of gives you almost a caramel. Now, what I have is I have an 8-ounce container, Mare, of crushed pineapple. Get in there. Juice and all, okay? There we go. Juice and all, we want that in there. And we're going to get that mixed in. Oh, man, I wish our food friends could smell this right now. You know, you got butter, you got brown sugar, and now you got pineapple. We're going to bring up the heat a little bit and get this bubbling. And that sauce will kind of thicken up a little bit, okay? And then once the sauce is thickened up, we'll add our sweet potatoes. Well, we're hot and bubbly now, aren't we, Mare?
Yes.
Now we put in our beautiful sweet potatoes, and we are going to just mix those in. And I want to bring the temperature up a little bit on the sweet potatoes because, you know, I had to let them cool down, right, so that I could peel them.
Yeah.
So we want to get them back hot again. And they're going to warm up in this skillet. So let's cook them in here for a few minutes. Okay, Mare. I can smell the butter. I can smell the brown sugar. I can smell the pineapple. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to get them out of this pan and put them in a serving dish. There. Now, I'm done. But you could take this beyond if you wanted to. If you wanted to make like a streusel topping or something to give it a little bit of a crunch, you could, as long as it was in a heat-proof kind of a serving bowl or container, you could put it in the oven, okay? But, you know, or if you wanted to do marshmallows or whatever, because people have their own way, you could certainly do one more step with this. We're going to leave it right here because we don't like ours too sickening sweet, do we, Mare? But I know that, you know, sometimes the only way to get kids to eat these is to really sweeten them up. So I get it. But we're going to leave them like this. So what do you say we give them a try, honey?
Sounds good.
Okay, let me get a bowl. Okay, honey, are we ready to give our pineapple sweet potatoes a little taste? I'm going to just put some here. Look at that. Again, shall we tell our food friends about the china we're using?
Okay.
This is Blue Heaven china, and one of my favorite patterns of all time. And this was made by the Royal China Company in Sebring, Ohio. And so you had a lot of potteries there along where Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia all kind of come together because there were huge clay deposits there at one time. Not now, but at one time there were a lot of clay deposits there. And so, yeah, so you had all these potteries that sprung up there. And they were all sort of in that area. Okay, here we go. Pineapple-y. Not crazy sweet, but you get a little of that caramel from the butter and brown sugar. And of course the pineapple. The sweet potato is tender. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm making a mess here because I'm really enjoying this. Anyways, yum. You will like this. Let me tell you folks something about my sister. She likes her sweet potatoes, don't you?
Yeah.
We have them often.
Yeah.
They're actually very good for you, aren't they?
But the only thing we put on them is butter and cinnamon.
Usually, yeah. We sprinkle cinnamon on them with butter, and we love them that way, baked. But this is a nice, again, we're talking about sides for the holidays. This would be a nice thing on the table, and something different. So, our food friends, Marianne, will find the recipe for these pineapple sweet potatoes where now?
In the description below the video.
That's right, in the description below the video. There will also be a link to the website, which you folks can go to at any time, called
cavalcadafood.com.
That's it, cavalcadafood.com. That'll link you to my other YouTube channel, which is called Always Analog, as well as my Saturday morning radio program, the Cavalcade Radio Hour, and lots of other fun stuff. So, we hope to see you on the radio. And I want to thank my sister for her camera work as it is, right?
Right.
And I appreciate it. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
And we'll thank our food friends for spending some time with us, and we hope everyone is doing well. And we'll see you back here again real soon on Cavalcade of Food. Bye for now.
Bye.